contest is a last man standing match. On the way to the ring, from India, weighing in at 420 pounds, the great Khali. From Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Undertaker.
Nice quick counter. And even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. And there's the reversal. Look at the fire in the eyes of the great Khali. He's here to make an impact.
Well, it's not hard to make an impact around here when you're a 7-foot monster.
The thing you got to remember about the Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool, keep your head together in the ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about that.
You see, that's the other 50%, Cole. Good luck with that, if you know what I'm saying. By the way, let me ask you a question. You call me Shirley?
Tell me, Taz, just how do you approach a match with someone like the great Khali?
Well, the problem is, how do you scout a guy like this? There's not many like him in the All you can do is just keep moving and hope he gets tired. Doesn't touch him.
And I can only imagine that that's a lot easier said than done. Look at him. He must take up at least a quarter of the ring as it is.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Dead Man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the Dead Man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a podcast partner, either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time. He anticipated that move perfectly. This capacity crowd is making their... What a reversal!
This great Khali is a straight-up monster. I feel sorry for anyone who's got to get in the ring with him.
So do I. You get the feeling Khali isn't here just to win matches. He wants to end careers.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. You couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The Dead Man has proven himself time and time again. I highly doubt that that would change if he lost this match, which I don't think he's in danger of doing, by the way.
Taker's earned his rep, no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. But you gotta know when to call it a day, Cole. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you can sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Hey, Cole, don't put words in my mouth. The Dead Man has been on top of this business for a very long time. But the thing about being on top is there's nowhere to go but down. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
When I look at a freak like the great Khali, I'm glad I'm not an active competitor anymore.
Taz, are you seriously admitting that the great Khali intimidates you?
Hey, don't go putting words in my mouth there, buddy. I'm not saying I can beat him.
Oh, no. I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Whoa, you're not kidding, Cole. He's busted wide open.
Get in there and take a look at him, ref.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's...
Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, that 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
You know what? But who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at him right here.
And that's a potentially, we've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
He's taken a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure you can spare it, Cole? Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd know that you got to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Taz, no matter how many times I see the great Khali, I never get used to how enormous he is.
The word giant gets thrown around here a lot, but I'll tell you what, this guy's the real deal.
I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like him.
Hey, I have no idea, but I wish I did.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectations. But these superstars ain't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
But what about the other spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that can have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just meant... Look at this. That's an old school move right there.
A sharp chop to the chest like that can knock the wind right out of you.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate.
Someone's going for a ride, Cole!
And it looks like it's the last ride! These These superstars have inflicted so much damage on each other, and I'm getting exhausted just watching them.
2, 3, 4.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars.
Okay, yeah, great. That's just great. Now, why do you